Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome to 365 Days of Healing. Let's chat about our triggers, something that we can all relate to. Oh, how triggered we get, and oh, how often we get triggered. And it's not pleasant, is it? But we're here in a healing capacity to reframe these triggers, to know that these triggers actually are our friends because they're showing us where we need to pay attention. They're inviting us deeper into the soul space that resides within us and to reacquaint ourselves with the aspect of the creator being that created everything that has occurred. Absolutely everything that has occurred, including how you just became triggered. So we often see triggers as the fault of someone outside of ourselves who created a certain experience, a certain frequency, a certain emotion, energy in motion within us. And we say, how could you do that to me? I blame you because I feel inadequate. I feel humiliated. I feel angry. I feel anxious. I feel despairing. I feel grief. I feel hopeless. I feel not enough. I feel like, when is it going to be my turn? I feel like you're better than me. All of these kind of frequencies, let's use that word, that arise within us that are unpleasant. We want to blame someone for making us feel this way, and yet they are just the trigger. We think that they've let us down. And maybe they have. Maybe on a third dimensional perspective, on through a 3D lens, yes, they have indeed let us down. But that is not wrong. Because when we are let down by someone external to ourselves, whether they created it, whether we created it, actually doesn't matter, because what happens is that it creates an inward motion. It drives us inward. And so all of these triggers that create these unpleasant emotions can't be avoided. When you've got an unpleasant emotion, you've got to do something with that emotion. Now, you've got the option to distract yourself. Absolutely, you have. You could start up some compulsion, which will lead to some addiction, some vice that you then use as a constant way to remove yourself from what you're experiencing. However, you know that that's not going to take you down the road that you truly want to go. So if you do have any habit, any compulsion, addiction, overeating, drinking too much, drugs, smoking, too much retail therapy, pornography, the list goes on of how we distract ourselves, too much social media, too much channel surfing on TV, sleeping too much, watching too much media in any way, over-socializing as well, ringing your bestie when you could just be meditating, looking for answers outside of yourselves. These are all signposts that you're not using that trigger, using that unpleasant frequency to dive deeper into yourself. So hold the line, fellow soul seekers, hold the line. When you're feeling that unpleasant trigger, be the master at that point. Merge with that feeling, go deeper into that feeling, and know that it cannot harm you. In fact, it will only harm you if you keep distracting and you keep avoiding, because at that point you're suppressing. And it's like having pool toys. You know, when you're in the pool, you've got all these pool toys around you and you're trying to suppress them and push them down under the water, and one pops up, oh, quick, push that back. Oh, another one popped up, oh, push that down. Oh, well, these are my emotions. I'll push them down. Oh, they keep popping up. You know what? Let them all rise up to the surface. Let them all come up to the surface and deal with them. Deal with them. Let them show you what they want to reveal. Ask them questions. Okay, my anger, what is it that you're trying to show me? Don't get into a pseudo wounded healer vibration. It's like, I forgive everyone, and externalize it again. You're not forgiving anyone per se. Whilst forgiveness, of course, that's a wonderful technique, and we'll talk about that another time. What you're actually doing at that point is saying, they still hurt me and therefore I forgive them, rather than saying, I created this trigger for my own highest good. Therefore, I am going to forgive myself for creating this trigger. So we don't make it about anyone outside of ourselves. Yes, that person may have triggered us, created a frequency as a result within us, but we're diving into that frequency, we're learning from that frequency, we're learning from that emotion, we're learning from that trigger, we're making that trigger now our best friend. That hurt, we're making that hurt our best friend. What can you show me? And you'll see all the hurt and all the patterns that have come before this person triggering you, because remember, they're the trigger. They're not the source of your pain, they're the trigger. And all of us, if we go back far enough, all of us are feeling the pain of really being disconnected from the source energy, from God, Goddess, all that is. The third dimensional experience, having this human journey and forgetting that we're the cosmic one, we're the soul having the physical experience, is very, very painful. So there is no one to blame. We have to make peace with the fact that we came here to learn through a 3D lens what we are not. We have the spiritual or soul amnesia. So we forget that actually we are the omnipotent energy. We are the creator. We are limitless. We are boundless. We are ineffable. We are the mystery. We forget that. And so we start to interact with the world through our five senses, and we sometimes think that's all there is. And so therefore we could try to control the world. And when things don't go according to our control plan of how they should be to be a success in this life, and someone comes in and interferes with that, and they trigger us and they cause us pain, or someone breaks up with us, or a friend lets us down, or, we didn't get that job, or, the money wasn't quite there to do what we really wanted to do and what we thought we should be doing. Oh my God, I'm not enough, and all this inadequacy. It's all symptomatic of that pain of separation. Go back to what that is. When you know that, and then you claim that source energy again, you claim that you are God, Goddess, all that is, you then don't have any triggers. Why? Because you're not looking to anyone outside of yourself to fill you up. You have remembered who you are as pure source code. You are the goddess, you are the God, you are all that is. You cannot be anything else. You claim your multidimensional self, you claim your I am presence, and in claiming it, you require nothing outside of yourself. That doesn't mean you don't interact and have relationships and still go for your dreams. You do, but you do so from the point of knowing that you are always enough. No one can ever truly let you down. When you make peace with that no one can let you down, or that everyone will let you down, and therefore no one can let you down, it's a high, subtle philosophy, that, isn't it? When you accept that everyone will let you down, because that's the nature of the third dimensional reality. Everyone's got their own pain, so they don't intend to let you down. They just let you down by some of the choices they need to make for their life, which may result in you feeling let down, but that was not their intention. If you want to target them, point the finger, blame, then you have completely missed the point. If you want to take the trigger as showing you where you are still not connected with your own source, higher self, God, Goddess code, and have not activated that God, Goddess code, that's the key for us all. Now, this can go on. We can know this. We can listen to this video and go, yeah, that makes sense. And then next day, next hour, next minute, we're triggered. It doesn't matter. The triggers can go on till the end of your days. But take the wisdom and take the philosophy and do with the trigger what it's intended to do, to help you to go back within, connect to the divine spark that you truly are, be that, be the God or the Goddess, having the physical experience, shine your radiant light, self-actualize here in this more dense dimensional field, holographic field that we find ourselves in, and you will be amazed at actually how much deeper your connections with all beings and all other humans become, and just how much grace and beauty there is to experience here within yourself and through your relationships. And let me repeat, when you know that everyone will let you down and you make peace with that, no one will let you down. That's the divine paradox. So embrace those triggers, my friends, and let's keep doing this. 365 days of healing. We'll be levitating by the end. Namaste.